Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Jeanette is the name. I'm here to share with you my experience of being an international student in an American college. Listen, being an international student can be very hard, but again, this is my experience, so that does not mean that this is the same thing you're going to experience when you come to United States to study. We all have different experiences, and besides, it depends on which school you were in. So in this video, I'll be spilling all the tea.
Original Batman.
It's features.
She give me on me heart, say she give me on me heart. Fine girl, I coming up.
Coming here was quite scary because I was in for culture shock. There were so many things that were different from back home. Honestly, the food, the culture, the weather, the people, everything was different. So just be prepared for a culture shock when you come here to study. Anyway, I'm going to group this into 5 or 6 different topics so that it's easier. The first point I want to talk about is the dorm life. I was paired with a Latina as a roommate, which was cool and all, and we were all put in Mother Hall. Mother Hall is a dorm for all girls. Like, really, why should I come to college and be in a dorm for all girls? But for your first year, be prepared to stay in a dorm of freshmen, and it's a lot of drama that goes on. Trust me, it's a lot of drama. Freshman year is more like high school escalators. It feels like putting high schoolers in summer camp for like a whole year. It's a lot of drama, stress and all of that. My roommate, she was very nice in the beginning, but later on she changed. A lot happened with her. When she came, she didn't know any English at all, so she needed help, and so that's one main reason why I was paired with her, so I can help her with English. When I say she didn't know any English, I mean she didn't know even the alphabet in English, so I had to help her out. And I love helping people. I mean, if I were in her shoes, I would have loved somebody to help me too, so I really didn't mind, but it all ended up turning left, and it's a horrible thing that happened. We even ended up not being friends anymore. That's a story for another day. Once you're a sophomore, junior, or senior, you can decide to still stay on campus or stay off campus, but for your freshman year, you're definitely going to be on campus. The social scenes in Ghana University, we don't really do Greek life like, sororities, fraternities, but here in America, it's a big thing. They're always associated with drinking and partying. That is what you see for the most part, but I'm not going to talk down on them or anything. I didn't want to be part of any sorority. However, I was part of other society like International Students Association, Pre-Health Club, Environmental Health Club. I wasn't part of any Greek society, which is a personal preference. I saw a lot of international students join these Greek societies. So when you come here, you are definitely going to be in for programs organized by these sororities and fraternities. Class structure. In a class, we were about 40, 30, 25. It just depended on whether it was a block class or it was a full-term class. Usually, if it's a block class, it starts from the beginning of the semester to mid-semester, or from mid-semester to the end of the semester. That is considered a block class. You actually cram a whole semester into half of the term. That is the time that you can be in the class for like 3 hours straight. It gets boring sometimes. Also, we usually stayed in the class for 12 to 20 hours during the day. You can get day classes, night classes, afternoon classes. It depends on what time the class is or what professor you have. Also, you are assigned advisors. I loved my advisor, Dr. Oliver. I'm going to mention his name because he was one of the best. He will encourage you to study. He will bring opportunities to you. I remember he'll come to the class and then literally has the book in his head. He will write everything on the board, and I'm like, oh my god, this man is great. Another time too, we had to go and plant some flowers in his house. You don't pick and choose which advisor you want. However, you can go and speak to the professor you want to be your advisor. Talk to them. If they're interested in you being the advisee, they can actually go ahead and change it, because why not? Being an international student is tough sometimes, especially if you have an accent or if you come from an African country. My first day of class, I went to class and all of a sudden this African American girl had an issue with me because I was answering questions in the class and she was trying to debunk my answers, but she was very rude about it, and we had an issue right there and then. That was the first day of class. Some of the students came to me asking really ignorant questions. If we had planes back in my country, if we had makeup, how I didn't know how to do makeup, do we stay on trees. I mean, it's the 21st century. I felt like even if you want to ask certain questions and you're not sure, Google, research before you ask dumb questions. So be prepared for that, because I got a whole lot of dumb questions that I had to answer. Even if you do not know, just research. And every time I said Ghana too, they thought that I was saying Guyana. So I always had to specify that it's Ghana, West Africa. They were making fun of my accent. Like, how thick is my accent? And even if I had real bad accent, so what? Okay, some actually said that I spoke very proper. I can take that as a compliment. But you making fun of my accent and even trying to talk like me, once you come here, just be very bold, because they'll try intimidating you, making you feel less than them. I had some of them trying to make me feel less than them, and I was like, hold on, I'm not going to make you feel like you're superior to me. For what reason? So yeah, these are some of my experiences in the classroom. I even went to a black college, and this is how I was treated. When it comes to the class structure, it's a lot of busy work. It's a lot of busy work. Freshman year, I was swarmed with assignments. Sometimes it's even hard to study for your midterm, for your tests, for your exam. That is one thing I really didn't like. My weekends were always packed. My holidays were packed with assignments. Also, there's a really good relationship you can have with your professors. The professors are very jovial, very interested. They always want to talk to you. They're always ready to help you with the grading, with advice, and usually the professors grade if you participate in class. There's a different section for just participation in class. So if you were asked to answer questions, be part of a group activity or anything like that, make sure you participate. The coursework, the classwork, all of that for 70% and participation 30%. I think it's a good thing because you can get some grades somewhere, and if you're already doing so well with the coursework, the participation is like a bonus for you. I feel like some other countries need to adopt this. There are jobs on campus. From my experience, I got the opportunity to mentor freshmen, talk to them, find them when they were not going to classes, just communicate with them, advise them, encourage them, motivate them to just be the best version of themselves, which was very good, because I also even developed a skill, which is communication skills, out of it, because I was always talking to them. Also, I was hearing different stories every day, why some people were not going to classes, some were actually depressed, and some were just being bullied for whatever reason. The same way I said that because I came from an African country, or I came from Ghana, some of the African Americans made fun of me and they tried looking down on me, but I'm very bold and you can never intimidate me, and they couldn't bully me in any way. But some were actually affected by instances like that. If you don't want to use your OPT, definitely you can find a job on campus. You can work for a professor, and that was a great experience for me, because connecting with people is something I really enjoy. I'm very good at connecting with people and just listening to them talk and just encouraging and motivating them, and doing that and being paid was a good deal for me. If you want to change your major, it's easy. For freshman year, we take all these classes, so many different classes, and it actually helps people to really decide that this is what I want to do the rest of the 4 years I'm here. Just in case you are passionate about swimming in the future, or swimming instructor, or dance instructor, or theater instructor, where you can actually branch into that. I decided to stay with my biology because that is something I always wanted to do. Sports and events are a big thing. I actually went to the college football games maybe once or twice. I didn't really enjoy it. It's fun and all, but I am not a big fan of sports. I like going to the gym, but I'm not a sporty person. If you are coming here, yes, the game days are very important to the Americans, so definitely try and go, and I think you might enjoy it. It's a big thing because you get to cheer your school. Everybody is wearing their attire, souvenirs, school colors, and it's just really nice. I enjoyed my college days. I was mainly in the class, in the lab, in the dorm, maybe going out to eat. That was basically my life. I didn't do a lot of partying. Time there was sweet and bitter. I had people who betrayed me. I had people who were rude to me. I had people who would look down on me, and I had very nice and sweet people too. This was my experience. You might experience something completely different, and that is okay. If you have any questions, just leave it in the comment section. I will end this video here. I love you and see you in my next video. Bye.
Original Batman.
It's
She give me pon me heart, say she give me pon me heart. Fine girl, I coming on me.